I've always said it, you know, it's kind of annoying when these games come out and get announced as an exclusive or what have you, only to end up going for, you know, multi-platform releases a little bit later. That's why I refuse to get hyped up over any of this stuff. But again, it's just always just kind of funny to me. And now it's happened again, and I'm pissed off about it. No, not really. I just, you know, I just think that it's funny. For me anyway, I figured I would go ahead and do a video about it and just kind of give my thoughts and opinions on it and say, hey, you know what, PlayStation 5 owners, you should definitely download it, especially since you're getting a Xbox console exclusive for free. Yeah, so I think it's definitely well worth it for you guys to pay attention and give it a whirl possibly. So it's a topic you don't want to miss, a video you're not going to want to miss. Hey there everyone, I'm the Crapgamer, and of course this is Crapgamer Reviews, your home for gaming news, opinions, reviews, and much more. You'll probably notice a few cool changes around here, and hopefully that doesn't stop you from at least giving us a like, and maybe possibly even consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your free time with me today. It really does mean a lot. Merry Christmas or after Christmas, happy holidays, all that kind of good stuff. Whatever floats your boat, I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I just want to say thank you guys. You guys are amazing. And with that being said, a lot of games come out on Xbox and then eventually go to PlayStation, or come out on PlayStation and eventually go to Xbox. But now, according to this leak, it does look like PlayStation owners are going to get a former console exclusive absolutely free. PlayStation Plus subscribers on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 are reportedly getting an Xbox console exclusive game free next month. Sony has yet to officially announce PlayStation's PlayStation Now games, or Plus games, excuse me, for January of 2022. But they've actually leaked, and if the leak is accurate, and it looks like it is, it also reveals the release date of Deep Rock Galactic, which we knew was coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 in January, but not when. That said, if it's a January PlayStation Plus game, it would mean it's set to release on the PlayStation consoles on January 4th, as this is the first Tuesday of the month, which is when we see all PlayStation Plus games that are released. This would be a notable game for a variety of reasons. Not only is Deep Rock Galactic a multi-million-dollar seller, but it's critically acclaimed as well. More notably, though, it's currently an Xbox console exclusives. In other words, not only is Xbox losing one of its better exclusive games over the last few years, but it's going to be free for PlayStation Plus subscribers. As for the game itself, it debuted back in 2018, and in 2020 it left early access and was fully released. So technically the full release isn't even that old of a game, and people can, you know, just really have a good thing to play, you know, if they're really interested in kind of playing some kind of game or whatever and want to try something new, go ahead and I say try it, because it's going to be well worth it. And at the end of the day, hey, kind of is what it is. I do want to say that I've played the game. I find it to be very interesting because you can basically drill through anything, and I think that's one of the cooler things about this, is the fact that, you know, hey, you can go ahead and try anything, play through anything, drill through anything, and it's just going to be one of those things that you know, a lot of people are going to be excited to kind of try if you haven't tried it. I like, it's hard to really place this game as to what it is, right? I think that that's the thing that you have to kind of keep in mind is like, what type of game is it? It's really hard to say. But the developer, it's funny because the developers are ones that made Max and the Curse of Brotherhood, which I actually really loved on the Xbox One back in the day. And the funny thing about that is this game basically would have been an exclusive either way. Like, they were making an exclusive game for Xbox, and what Microsoft did was close down their studio, and then they just basically reopened themselves as a different studio, and then for some reason they still made it as Xbox console exclusive. But I just thought it was a little bit funny, and you know, now we see that the game that they made actually ended up being quite successful. You know, mediocre, you know, medium kind of success I would consider for an indie. As for the game itself, like I said, it fully released in 2020, developed by Ghost Ship Games, published by Coffee Stain Publishing. It's sold over 3 million copies to date. Meanwhile, over on Metacritic, it has a score of 85. So yeah, wow, I mean, when you think about that, that's a pretty good score. Deep Rock Galactic is a 1 to 4 player co-op first-person shooter featuring space dwarves, 100% destructible environments, procedurally generated caves, and endless hordes of alien monsters. According to the pitch for the game, work together as a team to dig, explore, and fight your way through a massive cave system filled with hordes of deadly enemies and valuable resources. You will need to rely on your teammates if you want to survive the most hostile cave system in the galaxy. Now, for now, take everything with a grain of salt because the leak in question has not been verified or validated. That said, it comes from a very reliable source, So far, none of the implicated parties have commented on any of this. If it changes, obviously, I'll update it. But yeah, it's pretty cool and nice to see it. Like a small developer is going to be able to get out there and kind of get some, get a game or whatever that they weren't going to be able to get before. So, you know, again, I'm very excited by, you know, the future of what's happening, and the fact that, you know, developers are going to be able to get a bigger piece of the pie. I feel like that's pretty cool, you know. And let's just be real. I don't think anybody kind of saw what's coming, actually coming. But hey, here it is, and it's not a bad thing, right? Like, I understand the need for exclusive games. Trust me, nobody's gonna talk about that more than me. I think exclusive games are definitely should be exclusive, but you also have to keep in mind that that basically this is something that gamers are going to have to kind of deal with. It's just that some of these smaller games are going to go with one company over the other for the simple fact that, you know, they're a smaller company and they can only work on one at a time, or, you know, there's some kind of deal with marketing or whatever. So, you know, but at the end of the day, getting a pretty decent game free, I think is really worth it. And it really shouldn't surprise anybody or piss anybody off, because, you know, again, that's just something that we as fans kind of are always going to have to kind of look to, basically, you know. And for me, I look at it as, hey, I've already played it on the Xbox. I think it's a decent game for sure. Do I think it's you know, some amazing game or whatever? No, but it is a game that can be fun with friends, and I think that's going to be an important factor for, you know, pretty much anybody that wants to go out there and, you know, play some games or have some fun and things like that. So I think that it really does kind of make a big difference in everything that's going on. And hopefully, you know, this is true, because I think it'd be a solid game. Actually, the leaked games for PlayStation were pretty good games, if I do say so myself. So I think that that's going to be something that people are going to have to kind of take into mind as well, is that they've had some pretty good PlayStation Plus games so far. And, you know, again, this is something that I think gamers will definitely be excited about, and just a little something extra in there, which looks to be Dirt 5, which was a launch game on PlayStation 5, Persona 5 Strikers, and Deep Rock Galactic. So, yeah, pretty good lineup. Something I think, you know, definitely not to sleep with. And, you know, it's just a very exciting time to go out there and kind of go, hey, you know what? If you did just get an Xbox, if you did just get a, you know, PlayStation or whatever, having some games to play like this, I think, are super important. And, you know, at the end of the day, just looking forward to seeing what everybody thinks. You know, don't take my word for it. I think that it's just one of those things that could be fun to kind of get a hold of and play. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for rocking out with me. You guys are amazing. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Rack 'em up. Fact 'em up. Crap Gamer 'em up. As always, thanks for watching. Crap Gamer, out.